Alan Stork.
Here.
William Guschalk.
Here.
Jeff Spink.
Here.
Robert Owens.
Here.
Steve Skeet. Here. Let the record say, and Marcus Major is here. Let the record show.
How about me? I'm here.
Where?
You left me off the list already?
I did. You're not on my list now.
How about that? You get a night off.
All right, I got
think
you.
can. You only have 7.
Yeah, I was like, I'm looking to wonder why Stephen. I can see where they tried to put you in there, but Stephen Rosenthal.
I'm here, ready.
All right, I see where your name was, but it just kind of got shrunk down. It got missed there, so I apologize for that. So let the record show. Commissioner Wolf Schmidt, Doug Tysted, and Jaden Bailey are absent. We have 6 here tonight. Counting myself as 7. All right. Approval of minutes. Do I have a motion for approval of the minutes?
So moved.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All right. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion of the minutes? No discussion? All right. All right, I'll call roll. Alan Stork.
Yes.
William Guschalk.
Yes.
Jeff Spink.
Yes.
Robert Owens.
Yes.
Steve Skeet.
Yes.
Wolf Schmidt. I'm sorry. Steve Rosenthal.
Yes.
There we go. Fix it from here on out. There we go. Okay, Secretary's report.
All right, good evening, Commissioners. Before you, or on your consent agenda, there is one plat, so once you approve the agenda, that item will be approved. We did have one public hearing scheduled for the regular agenda, but that has been canceled, which is the language amendment. We plan to renotice that for a later meeting, hopefully in the next month or two. And then once you convene as the Planning Commission, you'll reopen as the Board of Zoning Appeals, as we do have a variance case on that agenda. So that is all.
Thank you. Do I have any declarations for tonight? Okay. With that, I'll take a motion for approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved. Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, I'll call roll. Alan Stork,
Yes.
William Guschalk,
Yes.
Jeff Spink,
Yes.
Robert Owens,
Yes.
Steve Skeet,
Yes.
Steve Rosenthal.
Yes.
All right. All right, let it be known. 6 carry. 6 carried for approval of minutes as well. Okay, so it says go to item 9C, variance request. So we have one item for tonight. I know all you all are looking at me like, man, are you going to get through this fast? No. Let me drag it out a little bit so we can actually discuss it, right? Okay. So at this time,
We have to adjourn from the Planning Commission.
Yes.
oh, we do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. So,
Thank you, Steve.
yeah, we do. It has, because we're going to a Board of Zoning Appeals at this time. So we got adjourned from the Planning Commission. So, those in favor of adjournment of this Planning Commission say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. All right, we're adjourning the Planning Commission. Now we begin with the Board of Zoning Appeals. Correct?
We have 7.
All right.
2 people already on
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. Do I? No. We only have 6 up here. Do we need to have?
We have 7, including you, which is the maximum we can seat for Board of
I
Zoning
was gonna
Appeals, so
say.
you're good.
Okay. All right. So no one has to step down.
Nope.
That means you have to stay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Just making sure you knew that. Okay. All right. This time we'll do the Board of Zoning Appeals. I'll begin with the roll call. Alan Stork.
Here.
William Guschalk.
Here.
Jeff Spink.
Here.
And Robert Owens.
Here.
Steve Skeet.
Here.
and Steve Rosenthal.
Here.
All right, let the record show we have 6. Regular agenda, case number DEV 24-028 is a variance, P&D concrete entrance spacing. We have a consideration of a variance request from Article 41, Section 6, Exhibit B of the Leavenworth County Zoning and Subdivision Regulations on the following described property: a tract of land in the southwest, 1/4 of a Section 4, Township 11, south, Range 2-1, east of the 6th PM in the city of Tonganoxie, Leavenworth County, Kansas. The Leavenworth County Planning Commission will hear the case DEV 24-025 and 026, preliminary and final plat. Wait, it's not right. There we go. Leavenworth Board of Zoning Appeals will consider case DEV 24-028, a variance request for Article 41, Section 6, Exhibit D, Zoning and Subdivision Regulations, as outlined in the posted agenda. This requires a public hearing. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes per person. Planning staff will now give a staff report.
All right. Before you, as mentioned, is a variance request from Article 41, Section 6, Exhibit B of our zoning and subdivision regulations, which is the access management policy. Some of you might question why we are hearing a variance request on a parcel located within the city of Tonganoxie. That is because the section of roadway, Tonganoxie Drive, is controlled by the county. So any entrances onto this parcel from Tonganoxie Drive must get an entrance permit from us and comply with our entrance spacing requirements. So that's why we're here today. It's not because the parcel's in the county, it's because the entrance to that parcel would be. The section of regulations that we're discussing today requires a spacing of, I believe it's a 250 feet separation for a commercial business entrance. The applicant has provided a site plan for you guys to look at. As you can see, their proposed entrance abuts kind of the northeastern corner of this lot. And as you could probably tell from the aerial map, there is an existing entrance just to the east there on an adjoining property that is within that 250-foot separation. The applicant has provided in their narrative that due to the stormwater detention facility requirements for their site plan, they needed to push that driveway up towards that northeast corner, so within the 250 feet of the neighbor, to accommodate that driveway. And they indicated that having that second driveway is important to their business to allow for traffic flows around the building to accommodate their business operation. Staff did provide an analysis, and we did have the other departments review, specifically Public Works, as this is more of their section of control. Based off the information that was provided by the applicant, including the site distance survey that they had an engineer complete, they felt that there was no issues with the information that was provided to accommodate this request. The applicant is here tonight, so if you have any questions for them, please save that for them. Staff, again, did provide an analysis in the staff report, so if you have any questions on that, please let us know. Otherwise, it's open to you guys.
Did the city of Tonganoxie have any comment at all?
We did notify the city of Tonganoxie of this request, and we did not receive any comments back.
I'm shocked. Imagine that.
Okay. Upon Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. All right. Well, upon opening this public comment portion of this hearing, those of you who wish to speak either for or against this item, upon recognition, will give your name and address each time you begin to speak. This is necessary since this is a public hearing being recorded. At this time, the public comment portion of this hearing is now open. Will the applicant please come forward? Yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much for coming. Please give your name and your address. And
Tom Steen, 22372 235th Street, Tonganoxie, Kansas. I am the general contractor doing this. And this is,
I'm John Chambers, home address 25493 Kansas Avenue, Tonganoxie.
so with this entrance, obviously it's not to the standards of what the requirements are, 250 feet between that. And as the engineer, which is not able to be here tonight, that drew this up, is obviously stormwater and the detention, the way this is designed is the best for the drainage on the site and also to accommodate the best entrance on Tonganoxie Drive. So that's what we're asking for, is permission to accommodate this path to Tonganoxie Drive to where it doesn't create a pinch point for trucks and trailers to come in there. And by trucks and trailers, I mean not semis. It's a 1-ton truck with a enclosed trailer.
okay. Okay. Questions? Questions? Any? Okay, so one of the questions I was going to have is that entrance next to it, that would basically be a shared entrance if that's what.
No, they would have a separate driveway. If you look at this image before you, based off of how I measured it, their proposed new entrance would
Right.
be slightly to the right of the E in Tonganoxie.
Yeah, what I'm saying though is if they didn't get this, we're looking at a shared entrance, which is what you said, right?
No, they
that
would
entrance-
have to redesign the layout of their lot to push the entrance further
Gotcha.
west
Thank
to
you.
meet the 250 feet
Gotcha.
separation.
Thank you. Yeah, and I can see the low ground and everything that supports their recommendation for the variance. I mean, you can see it clear, which is really where the only trees are, or the brush there.
And what was the distance again with this proposal?
I have to double check. Just roughly 100 feet is what I could measure based off the site plan between the existing driveway and what they're proposing.
Okay. All right. Any questions for the? Okay. All right. Thanks. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I wanted to make it worth your while for coming up here. I mean, if you're going to come here tonight, at least get to come up there in a dress, right? All right. All right. At this point, we'll hear from those individuals present wishing to speak in favor of the request. I know you all have already spoken, so I count that as in favor of the request. Do I have any others? Okay, we'll now hear from those individuals present wishing to speak in opposition of the request. Okay, staff, is there anything else to be supported or stated? Okay, presented. All right. Commissioners, anything?
Well, I don't see the neighbor here saying I don't want his driveway that close, so I don't.
I think the neighbor in this case here would be Mr. Lynch.
Yeah.
He has the property on the other side of the road.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be different if it wasn't a really nice designed entrance and everything is what they're proposing. So, they're not saying we're going to put a gravel road and a small little water drainage. They're talking about going all out professional with heavy ton trucks and trailers in and out of there. So it's going to be a nice entrance. So, okay. Any questions or comments from members of the commission? Okay. I'll entertain a motion, and I'll restate the motion. The Leavenworth Board of Zoning Appeals is considering case DEV 24-028 a variance request for Article 41, Section 6, Exhibit B, zoning and subdivision regulations as outlined in the posted agenda. I'll entertain a motion on this request, whether approve or disapprove.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a recommendation that we approve DEV-24-028 as presented.
Okay, I have a motion for approval as stated.
One moment, Chairman. I would just like to clarify, Commissioner, for your motion, it's based on the findings of fact set out on the staff report.
Yes?
Thanks.
Oh, okay. As stated in the staff report.
Yes.
Thank you. So I have a motion, and do I have a second? I have a motion and a second of the variance DEV-24-08 variance request as stated in the staff report in the posted agenda. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion of the motion? Okay, I'll call roll. Alan Stewart,
Yes.
William Guschalk,
Yes.
Jeff Spink,
Yes.
Robert Owens,
Yes.
Steve Skeet,
Yes.
Steve Rosenthal.
Yes.
All right, let it be known, we had a roll call vote, 6-0. Vote carries. Motion carries 6-0. All right. I don't have anything else on the agenda that I am tracking. Is there anything else that I'm tracking for tonight? Okay. With that, I recommend adjournment of the Board of Zoning Appeals. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Nay. All right. Thank you. We are adjourned.